Yeah, what's up, everyone? I hope everybody's good and I hope you guys are keeping safe. Yeah, and welcome back. Welcome back to everyone, especially to those who are returning. You guys know you're always welcome here. And if you're new here, you're most welcome too. Yeah, my name is Gloria, and this is 1,000 Shades of Glow. On this channel, we deal with everything lifestyle. This is vanilla season on this channel, okay? Yeah, for me lately, I've really been getting into my vanillas a lot more than usual. And whereas I love vanillas, I've always been I've always been a very spicy resin, incensey, rose oud kind of girl. I love my vanillas, but I feel like more and more I'm being drawn to vanillas, and I like to wear different vanillas. I love gourmand vanillas. I love woody vanillas, spicy vanillas, resinous vanillas, ambery vanillas, all types of vanillas. And that is why today I have put together a list of fragrances, vanilla fragrances, and I will be talking about the role that the vanilla plays in those fragrances. Yeah, we will not be getting into all the top notes, middle notes, base note kind of thing. We're not going into all that. We will just be looking at the vanilla and how it interacts and the interplay between it and other main notes in the fragrance. The fragrances I'm going to feature here are quite iconic. Yeah, I think they're iconic. They're fragrances that are well loved. Some of them considered must-have. Some of them have left imprints in Fragcom. Yeah, they're all very iconic in my opinion. They're not the only vanilla fragrances I have, but these ones I have chosen because I feel like these are like the most talked about fragrances out there. And yeah, there'll be a few surprises here. Voila. So yeah, guys, so let's get started. And we are going to start with Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. This one is a beautiful, luminous fragrance. This blends soft, creamy vanilla with warm woods. This has lavender. This has jasmine. And yeah, so this vanilla here, this is a rich, sweet, warm, and smooth vanilla that balances the floral elements of jasmine, lavender. It's got iris. Yeah, but it's nice, it's soft, it's uplifting. Very nice, very fresh, very uplifting fragrance. So the vanilla is present, but I feel like the vanilla just helps in balancing those floral tones, the woody tones. It gives it warmth and creaminess and sweetness. And this fragrance is very well loved. It's one of the most popular fragrances that we have around. Yeah, this one is enveloping, it's comforting, and it has a nice, soft, feminine appeal. This is a fragrance that can make a very good signature fragrance. You can wear it to work, you can wear it to go out, you can wear it in so many situations. That was Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. Our next fragrance, guys, is this one by YSL, and this is Libre Les Parfums. Libre Les Parfums. This one is another one like Mon Guerlain that combines the notes of vanilla with lavender and other notes. And Libre Les Parfums is a bold and sensual fragrance that has floral and ambery gourmand nuances. This one, the vanilla here manifests as a very warm and intense and creamy vanilla that has some sweetness. It helps to give sweetness to this fragrance, but I feel like it also helps to give some depth to this fragrance. Yeah, it gives this fragrance a nice rich depth, and it also adds to this composition a luxurious enveloping richness. Voila, this fragrance is sensual and sophisticated. The vanilla here also helps to balance the floral ambery accords. I would classify this fragrance as sensual and sophisticated. It's nice, it's warm, it's ambery, it's dark, it's sensual, it's beautiful. A beautiful, warm, sophisticated, enveloping vanilla. And that is Libre Les Parfums by YSL. Our next fragrance is this one by Tom Ford, and this is Tobacco Vanille. Yeah, Tobacco Vanille is a beautiful fragrance that has a lot of notes, and even though I said we're not going into notes, this has spicy notes. This has cloves. It has spicy notes. This has chocolatey notes. This has tobacco, vanilla. It's a rich, opulent fragrance that combines the sweet note of vanilla with the depth of tobacco. In my opinion, the vanilla here acts as a counterpoint to the spicy, smoky nuances of that tobacco. Yeah, it also interacts with those chocolatey nuances, and it helps to enhance the bitter facets of the dark chocolate. And it also balances, like I said, it helps to balance the spiciness of this fragrance, the smokiness of the tobacco. So this one is rich, it's opulent, it's indulgent, it's comforting, it's decadent, it's really, really beautiful. Yeah, a beautiful, beautiful, spicy, smoky, ambery, gourmand fragrance. And that was Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. The next one, guys, is Angel Share. I know. I never thought that we would see the day when I would buy a full bottle of Angel Share. You guys know that this channel, we're all about inexpensive, affordable Middle Eastern dupes. And I have this, you guys know that this is the home of Angel Share dupes. Like, we've done clone wars of these dupes. We've done maceration updates. We've got 1,000,001 dupes. And I've always questioned whether it would, I questioned whether it was the right thing for me to do, to go out and buy Angel Share when I have very good dupes in my opinion. But I thought that if I'm going to continue doing those clones and clone updates and comparisons, I cannot keep buying decants. I have to get a full bottle. I've spent enough money on decants, you guys. I've bought samples. I've got discovery sets from by Kilians. I've got decants, and I realized that all those decants are going to end up costing me a whole bottle. So yes, we went out and got ourselves Angel Share. I found a good price online from a reputable store. Voila. And I think this has gone on sale now because they have a new Angel Share. Yeah, they have a new Angel Share. I'm going to put it here. A new Angel Share. That is Angel Share Paradis. And it's less boozy and more fruity. But today we are dealing with original or OG Angel Share, which is an intoxicating, boozy, gourmand fragrance that is inspired by cognac. This has cognac. It's inspired by cognac and sweet desserts. This combines cognac with woody notes and tonka and praline. But we are talking today about the part that vanilla plays in this one. It adds a bit of indulgence, and it combines with tonka and praline to bring in some velvetiness, some smoothness into this fragrance. And also I feel like it acts as a great counterpoint to that cinnamon. A lot of people do get overwhelmed by the cinnamon in Angel Share, but I feel like the vanilla kind of reins in the cinnamon. But it also interacts with that cinnamon and the tonka to bring you that famous apple pie vibe that we all love. Yeah, so this is an intoxicating, this is decadent, it's boozy, it's so many beautiful things, and I understand why this is so well loved by men and women. It's got a nice sweet creamy vanilla that is not, it doesn't get overwhelmed by the boozy notes, but it also does not overwhelm those other elements. I feel like there's an incredible interplay between the vanilla here and the boozy notes and the praline, the cognac, the woody notes. It's got, this has got oak. Yeah, so it kind of balances everything very well and acts as a great counterpoint to the cinnamon. Okay, so nice, boozy, intoxicating vanilla fragrance. Angel Share by Kilians. Our next one is this Wild Baby here. The famous, the one and the only Baby Cat by YSL. Yeah, Baby Cat is another, this is an iconic vanilla. Okay, I know I said these are all iconic vanillas. Of course, Angel Share, all those, the ones I've spoken about today, all iconic, but this one is even more so. And there was a time this was like very hard to get. Like this was available only in certain places. So yeah, so Baby Cat is a luxurious, sophisticated fragrance that combines vanilla with woody notes. This has a leather accord. This one has spicy notes. This one has resinous note. It has myrrh. So yeah, the vanilla here is sweet. It's creamy. It's rich and it's very smooth. Also, the vanilla here has some great depth. And this vanilla is one that invites sweetness to those notes of leather, to the woody notes. You know, leather can be very harsh. It can be very, I feel like leather can be very harsh and can kick you really hard. Like I find leather can be a difficult note, but it's very well done here. The leather here is suede leather. But we also have woody notes here. We have pepper. This is spicy. It's peppery. We have the notes of pink pepper. We have black pepper. Again, we have a vanilla here that brings in sweetness into all those different elements, and it helps to tie everything together. The vanilla blends in seamlessly with the smoky elements in the base here. The smoky, the woody elements, it remains nice and sweet without being overly sweet. But it's also a vanilla that allows other elements here to shine. You get the pepperiness, you get the resins, you get a hint of that leather. This vanilla is very well rounded. Like I said, this is luxurious, it's sophisticated, and I understand the fuss around this fragrance. That was a Baby Cat by YSL. Our next fragrance is By the Fireplace. This one is by Replica. Replicas by the Fireplace. And this one is a fragrance that evokes the cozy atmosphere of a crackling fire on a cold, wintry or cold autumn night or evening, or even a cold, rainy day. Yeah, so reminiscent of a nice crackling, roaring fire. But the vanilla here is very soft. It's a soft vanilla that helps to balance out the notes of pepper and spicy notes that are in here. It also interacts with the chestnuts here. Chestnuts that is nutty. The vanilla here offers a nice, soft, comforting finish that complements all those elements. The spicy, the smoky. This fragrance is very, very smoky. Like when you think of a fire, it's a very smoky fire. Imagine a fire where you've thrown in things like like a tree that has still like it's got resinous gum stuck to it. So you have smoky, you have slight resinous, you have the smell of roasting chestnuts, then you have a soft vanilla there that just helps to round everything out. It helps to tone down everything. It remains very fiery, but the vanilla does make its presence here, and it does have some gourmandy nuances to it. Maybe due to that vanilla, maybe the chestnuts in here, there, it has gourmandy nuances to it. Yeah, so this one is one that you will enjoy wearing on a very cold evening, cold night, rainy day. On a cold day, this one is one to wear. Really, really beautiful. Yeah, I love that this one has those very strong. I mean, the smoke here is quite smoky and very strong and dominant, but I love that the vanilla does not allow itself to get lost in that smokiness. It holds its own in here, and it holds its own in a way of kind of just helping to tie all those elements together, the spicy, the smoky, the sweet, the gourmandy. And that was By the Fireplace, Maison Martin Margiela. Our next fragrance, this one is another new one that I have recently featured in this channel. Okay, I just featured this the other day. I got this a couple of months ago or a month ago. I forget, but I have done a Maison Mataha video with another two Maison Mataha fragrances that have recently been released. Yeah, this one is called Escapade Gourmand or Escapade Gourmand by Maison Mataha. And Escapade Gourmand is a sweet, creamy, sugary, sweet gourmand vanilla. In this fragrance, the vanilla is the focus. Like, this is vanilla centric, but it also has a very strong caramel note. And it's a caramel that manifests very sweet, but it also has some like very biscuity tones. It has like a very, like if you've ever eaten a caramel biscuit like Lotus or Biscoff, that's what you get here. This fragrance focuses on the vanilla, making it very decadent, very warm, very enveloping, delicious, comforting. This is like a nice comfort blanket. It's not very strong. It doesn't have a huge projection, but this one is one that warms up on your skin and it becomes so nice and creamy and sweet and warm, and one that I enjoy smelling on myself. Like, I sometimes, even when I'm just at home pottering around, I wear this fragrance because I love the way it smells on me. So I say that these are the kind of fragrances that you wear even for yourself. Like, you don't have to be going anywhere special to wear this. When I first talked about this fragrance, I could not detect the mask, but I can now detect some hints of mask, and I feel that that mask really helps to enhance this vanilla. Really, really beautiful, soft, indulgent, comforting vanilla. And that was Escapade Gourmand by Maison Mataha. Our next vanilla fragrance is this one here. And this one is Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. Devotion is a beautiful vanilla fragrance that has lemon, candied lemon. This one has panna cotta. This has a vanilla. Yeah, it's a warm, another sweet, warm gourmand fragrance that is indulgent. It's luxurious. This one is luxurious. This one is reminiscent again of a nice, warm, sweet treat. It combines vanilla with the creamy, milky tones of panna cotta to create a nice, decadent, and delicious dessert-like nuance. But the vanilla here also helps to rein in the rum. This one has rum as well, and the vanilla kind of helps to tone down the boozy nuances. This does not, the rum doesn't manifest here as being too obvious, and I feel that the vanilla does check that rum and kind of reins it in. So this is not obviously boozy, but it has boozy tone. But the vanilla brings out that panna cotta. It really brings out that panna cotta. Very beautiful, very creamy, milky, dessert, custardy. It has a custardy, like a custard vibe to it, custard nuances to it. Some hints of lemon. This also has orange blossom. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The vanilla here is warm, it's comforting, it's decadent. This one I really highly recommend for people who love dessert like vanilla fragrances with milky touches. You will love this one. And this one is Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. And I know there's a Devotion Intense, a new one. I prefer this one, okay? This one is my preferred one. The other one I think has other notes of, is it hazelnut? Which I do not care for. I personally don't care for hazelnut at all. I really love the notes in here. And that, again, that was Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. Did I say that? Yeah, that. Our next fragrance is a very special one. Yeah, this is Black Tie by Celine. And this fragrance is very, very special to me. I love this fragrance, but also this is the fragrance that launched this channel. Yeah, my first ever video, I featured this fragrance. And for me, that is special. This will always have a special place in my life. But I also love it for itself. This one is a beautiful, opulent, refined vanilla. And I mean refined. This is soft, it's powdery, it's buttery, but it also has some woody tones. The vanilla here, guys, this vanilla is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This vanilla reminds me of dessert, a beautiful custard that is soaked in vanilla and then it's bruleed, and you are in somewhere in a cafe, somewhere in some special corner, maybe in Cafe de la Paix in Paris or somewhere like that. Really, really beautiful, very refined, very elegant. This is the epitome of refined elegance. This is the epitome of quiet luxury. Celine is a brand that doesn't make noise. With their handbags, with their clothes, they're not in your face, they don't shout, they're not bold, but they have this understated elegance, very chic, very refined, very quiet. This is the epitome of quiet elegance, the epitome of refinement, the epitome of chic and classy, and very, very French. Yeah, I cannot think of other superlatives to use for this one. Yeah, great interaction, like I said, between the vanilla, the woody notes, the powdery oris, very nice, very buttery. It's not, a lot of people feel like this is not a gourmand. For me, it gives gourmandy because it reminds me of, like I said, of a nice bruleed custard dessert. So for me, it's gourmand, even though it has other woody, very woody, strong woody notes of cedar, has powdery nuances. This one, I know this is expensive. Yeah, I know this is expensive, and this is not something that you just tell people to go out and get. But guys, if you ever have a special occasion where you feel like you really want to treat yourself to something special, I would recommend you going out to get Celine. If I had to choose one vanilla fragrance in my life, this is the one that I would choose. This is special to me, and I love it. I know that I haven't used it as much, okay, but I use it sparingly because it's expensive, guys. On this channel, like I said, we are all about budgets and budget friendly fragrances and fragrances that don't break the bank, but once in a while we like to break the bank. Okay, so this is for that day when you feel like you want to break the bank and do something special for yourself. Black tie, voila. Finally, finally, we have this little baby here. This is Kayali 28 by Kayali. Yeah, so this has the notes of brown sugar, this has caramel, this has vanilla, and I think this has vanilla orchid or something like that. This is very straightforward. You know, this is not like something very complex or anything like that. It's very straightforward. It even comes across as being a very simplistic composition, but it is very indulgent. It's delicious, really beautiful, well loved. This one, a lot of people love for layering. It's a great layering agent, but I love this one. I wear it on its own. I use it for layering. My daughter loves this one. This is a nice, rich, indulgent vanilla that is coated in sugar. This is brown sugar. This has got tonka, very nice, very sweet. And look at how dark my juice is. This is so dark. I've got a backup bottle of this one, and this one has darkened so much they don't look like the same fragrance. Like I look at the backup bottle and I'm thinking, is this really Kayali? This is so dark, like dark purple, like a dark, dark purple. This one is a fragrance that has vanilla at its heart. Like this one is all vanilla with brown sugar, with caramel, voila. But very, very decadent, very luxurious, really beautiful. That is Kayali 28, you guys. Guys, please let me know what your favorite vanilla fragrances are. Either designer or niche, or if you don't buy any of those and you only buy Middle Eastern fragrances, let me know what your vanilla fragrances are. Let me know which ones you think are iconic. Or if you have any of these or you care for any of them, let me know what your thoughts are. And please do not forget to subscribe if you haven't. Give us a like. And until next time, guys, God bless you and ciao. Ciao.